Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy REVA.I and V, back with another video. So, this video is going to be about what do I think about electric cars. So, this channel isn't really about electric cars or anything like that, but I thought I'd just have a subject as for the video, just so that I can do my reasoning. So, let's just shut this door. But anyway, okay, so if you've seen my REVA.I video, and if you don't know what REVA.I is, then it'll be coming up on the screen now. So now you've seen a REVA.I, let me just show you some of the things that I've kind of learned about REVA.I. The REVA.I actually has 18 bhp. That's something I actually didn't know until I looked up the REVA.I stats. And something that I did know, but I just find weird, is how expensive they are. £1,000 is for an early 2005, 2006 model. That's about £1,000. Yes, there was one on Gumtree for £500, but that's for one with no battery and no headrest or anything like that. So £500 will get you something without any batteries or anything like that, and the battery's about the same as buying a decent one with a good battery in that'll last about 4 years. However, for a 2012 model, you'd be looking at about £3,000. That is expensive for a city car. That's about the same as around that sort of era Hyundai i10, or around that era Ford KA, which means that they're on the level of Ford KAs and Fiat 500s, so they are quite, expensive. But something that I didn't know from the start is when they were new, they were £10,000. That today would get you a Vauxhall Corsa, a previous gen Vauxhall Corsa, or that will get you a brand new Ford Fiesta, base Ford Fiesta, to be honest. But to be fair, that's quite, strict value for money really. But one thing that does save grace is, if we go and have a look at something such as a Renault Twizy from this era, which will be coming up on the screen now. Then really it's not such of an issue. However, those things are a bit more, they're a bit cheaper. Like, a Renault Twizy is about £7,500 for a mid-spec dynamic version, with the speedometer, with the kind of like little storage area, 31 litres, if you didn't already know. However, there will be a few other things coming up in the future for Twizys. Apparently, there might be a facelift. There might be a facelift of new colours and a few more metallic paints, because there's only 2 metallic paints of choice. I think that's that diamond white, which is I think the most popular colour, or the black. And all models get that standard. But anyway, let's carry on with the video. So, if we look at something like a microcar, then a microcar is a bit more of a like a quadricycle, that kind of fits in with that era. And let's talk about bigger electric cars now. So let's talk about used electric cars that are for sale under £10,000. So a BMW i3 brand new is about £25,000 now on the used market in 24. So a BMW i3 released 2014. So that released in April 2014, and now we're in December 2019. So an April 2014 model will probably be about £10,000. Today we'll be looking at £30,000. So they are very. I think a BMW i3 is one of the still kind of cheapest full cars you can buy. So it's not the cheapest electric car you can buy, which is a REVA.I, obviously, because that's £1,000 and that's really cheap, quite frankly, because they're so crude a car. So yeah. But yeah, if we look at BMW i3, they're very good on the used market because they depreciate really, really fast. Now let's look at a Nissan Leaf. So it came out in September 2012, and now we're here in December 2019, where there's a new one. So this is a Series 1 model, this is a Series 2 model. So a Series 1 model, you'd be looking at £5,000, and for the same money as a BMW i3, you'd be looking at about £30,000 for a Nissan Leaf today. So they do depreciate more. However, it might be a bit more reliable than a BMW i3 because Nissans, you already know it, they're very reliable and they probably won't break during the time with the car, or especially if you have them on rental. So yeah. And let's look at something like a Renault Zoe then. So £13,000, brand new. That's very cheap. That's not much less than a Renault Zoe. And then that's not much more than a Renault Twizy, which is one of the best cars that I think I could ever buy. And then, so used market, about £6,000. And Renault Zoe today would be about £13,000, which means they've only lost about 50% of its value, bearing in mind. Now, this came out in 2013, and it came out December 2012, so it's been out for about 7 years now, so they are getting on for a bit of age, but they're still clinging on to value quite well, and £6,000 will get you a 2014, 2015 model with decent mileage. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. And there will be another vlog today coming out, which will be about sort of ish 7 o'clock. So yeah, go and check that out when it releases at about 7 o'clock tonight. Anyway, see you in the next vlog, which will be tonight.